Tkachuk and scores!
Nice Shabbat curled and drives and scores!
And the Senators win it.
Five apart, another chance, Matthews scores! Drake Matthews, and got it. Green again, scores!
Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Now, before we get started, please follow me on Twitter at SensTalk_ and on Instagram at Sens Talk. Now, before we get started in tonight's Battle of Ontario game recap, a few things. Firstly, in the link in the description below, you can order your Sens Talk shotgun tool. We've sold out 3 times, and we greatly appreciate your support. So, link in the description below. Thank you all for the support. Now, as well, go to SeatGeek.com and use the promo code SensTalk to save $20 off your first purchase. It's a great discount there. Make sure to take advantage of that. Now, Ottawa took on the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight in the Battle of Ontario. The Leafs went with Freddie Anderson, Ottawa went with Marcus Hogberg, and Joe Thornton returned to the lineup for the first time in a long time after an injury, I believe, and he made a big impact in this game. But before we get to that, let's get to the game number 17 lineup for your Ottawa Senators. So the first line was Brady Tkachuk with Chris Turney and Connor Brown. Second line, easily the best line in the last few games for Ottawa, Nick Paul, Colin White, Evgeny Dadonov. The third line, Tim Stützle, Derek Stepan, Drake Batherson. The fourth line, Artem Anisimov, Josh Norris, and Austin Watson. I would put Norris on the first line with Turney, with Brown and Tkachuk. I'd keep Brown and Tkachuk together, but I put Norris there. The second line, it's easily been the best line the last few games for Ottawa. Don't touch that. Third line, Stepan and Turney would switch, and then Stepan would center the fourth line. That's how I would do it. Now, Shabbat and Zaitsev, Riley and Zeb, Wolanin and Goodbranson's the defensive pairings. And like I just said, Marcus Hogberg started with Joey Daccord backing up Matt Murray. He's still out, but we hopefully should get an update tomorrow to see how he returns. If he returns in one of these games against Toronto, that's considered a win. So we shall see. He's not expected to return like that. Now, injured as well, Eric Brandstrom, he may return on Wednesday, we shall see, but that's some optimistic news. Now, let's get to the first period of play. We're 5 minutes in, the Leafs are dominating, and then 2 minutes later, 7 minutes in, the Leafs capitalize. Joe Thornton puts a pass where Turney has to cover his man. Matthews finds that pass, hammers it home. The Leafs lead 1-0. Hogberg, what are you going to do there? You can't expect him to stop a goal like that. It's a nice pass from Jumbo Joe, who has done that throughout his very lengthy Hall of Fame career. Another beautiful pass, another beautiful goal. 1-0 Leafs. 5 minutes later, after Shabbat misses a beautiful chance to tie the game at 1, Anisimov can't backcheck. Boyd, the fourth liner for the Leafs, scores to make it 2-0. This one was sort of like a toe dragger, and the Leafs extend their lead to 2. Now, 4 minutes later, though, Tim Stützle with a beautiful steal, I think, off of TJ Brody, bats the puck down, finds Batherson, who bars down, rips it. Ottawa cuts the lead to 1. It's a 2-1 game. Drake Batherson gets his second goal of the season, and my oh my, did Drake Batherson need this goal, because Drake Batherson hasn't scored since mid-January, I believe, and most importantly, he has put on so many shots this season and just hasn't gotten the luck. So hopefully that will help get the goals going for him. But either way, Ottawa cuts the lead to 2-1. Now, we go to the second period now. Let's get to the first period thoughts. Ottawa dominated. The Leafs completely and utterly dominated that first period. The Sens had no reason to even be in this game. They got lucky with that Batherson goal. It was a good break for Ottawa. But the Sens got lucky. Point blank, got lucky. So they need to figure out how to slow them down in the second period of play. So let's see how they do that in the second period of play. We'll see you after that. Please, hockey gods, be on our side. The second period of play is over. Ottawa's down 5-2. Ottawa got a late goal from Nick Paul, shorthanded to make it a 5-2 game. This is like 20 seconds after Matthews was left all alone in front of Marcus Hogberg to make it 5-1. I'm not going to show the goals because what's the point? Leafs are dominating. Sens are getting no chances. They're lucky to even be down by 3 in this one. Nick Paul got a goal though, which is positive. Good for you, Nicky. But yeah, Ottawa's just getting utterly outclassed. So let's focus on something that's productive. The Sens power play is it's a work in progress, as we all know. It's been a work in progress for the last 5 years. The Senators have had 3 coaches within the last 5 years. Not one has been able to establish a top 15 power play at the end of the season. I'm pretty sure that's a stat. The last 3 coaches, I don't think we've had once a power play in the top 15. So I don't think Artem Anisimov and Derek Stepan are the answers to our power play woes. I'm sorry. And that's what DJ Smith thinks the answers are. Because on the first power play in the second period for Ottawa, Derek Stepan and Artem Anisimov got power play number 1 minutes. And I don't understand that. Especially after a player like Norris, Stützle, Batherson. These players are getting benched, or will end too. These players are getting benched after one mistake. As I mentioned in my first period recap, Artem Anisimov had a terrible back check on that second or third goal from Boyd. to make it 2-0 for Toronto. Not only does Artem Anisimov not get any consequence or discipline from such a stupid, terrible, no-heart back check, he gets rewarded with power play minutes. So how do you think that makes Christian Wolanin feel? How do you think that makes Drake Batherson feel? How do you think that makes Josh Norris, who's been anchored to the fourth line, feel? And I just don't understand. What are these line assignments, DJ Smith? Why is Austin Watson out there, with Brady Tkachuk? Why is Norris on the fourth line? Why is Anisimov and Stepan on power play number 1? Listen, Hogberg, he's getting no chance in this game. I see some people on Twitter saying he sucks. Listen, I don't think he's an NHL goalie. I don't think he should be the backup. I'd like to see Joey Daccord play. But in this game, it's not his fault. I'm sorry. I'm not going to blame Joey Daccord. It's not his fault. The Leafs are just utterly dominating. The Sens are not putting the proper lines out there. And when and they're just letting the Leafs utterly circle around them. And the perfect example was when Matthews made it 5-1. They just don't know what they're doing out there. The lines are so mismatched. And that 5-on-3 goal for Matthews to make it 5-1, it's interesting to note that Stepan was the lone forward on that 5-on-3. Out of all the options that DJ Smith had, and you usually want to pick a speedy forward for that 5-on-3 penalty kill to maybe get a speed up, hold the puck in their own zone, kill 30, 40 seconds, maybe get it back to a 5-on-4 power play. They put Derek Stepan out there. Listen, he's been having a decent game. Last game he had one of his better games, but why are you not putting, a better player out there, a Chris Turney? That's who I would have put personally. He has penalty kill experience. Connor Brown was in the box at the time, so you can't put him. But Chris Turney, for example, why are you putting Derek Stepan out there? What I'm trying to say here is I don't understand the fascination between Derek Stepan, Artem Anisimov, and the rest of these veterans for DJ Smith. I don't know what it is. He has been playing the forwards a lot, but it's the little things like that makes me confused. Like, why are the veterans getting these opportunities still? Especially when you're giving the prospects some opportunities in the period. Why are the veterans still getting more opportunities on these special teams chances? I just don't understand it. So in the third period of play, where Ottawa's down 5-2, DJ Smith, I would like to see the Senators put on more more prospects in the special team roles. I want to see what they can do instead of Artem Anisimov and Derek Stepan. That's not a slant against them. That's more of a preference because they're not our best players for those positions. But besides that, let's get to the third period of play where if you're a Maple Leafs fan watching this, I'm sure you're having a jolly good time. Sens win, baby! Wow! What a comeback for your Ottawa Senators. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Wow! That may have been the best Senators game in the last 4 years. Sens win, baby. Holy cow, let's recap it. Okay, so how does this incredible recap start? How does this incredible comeback start? Well, we go to the third period. Ottawa's down 5-2. And you ask yourself, I ask myself, you know what? They're probably not going to come back. But you know what? Artem Zub disagrees. He gets sprung loose on a breakaway, out of the box. Beautiful move. 5-3 game on the breakaway for Zub's first NHL goal. And the lead is now 2. The Senators are back in it and Zub is smiling. The team is feeling it. And they get plenty of pressure. They get a power play. Nothing comes of that. But they keep on pushing. They keep on pushing. Colin White gives and goes with Connor Brown. Brown hammers it home. The lead is cut to 1. It is a 5-4 game, ladies and gentlemen. And the Ottawa Senators are right back in it. We go to the final 2 minutes of play. The Senators take a timeout. They empty their net. All men on the ice. At 6-on-4, the Senators are doing everything they can. They throw it on the net. Danov tips it home. Tie game. 5-5. Can you believe it? The Senators have come back. They have tied it at 5. We go to overtime. And in overtime, ladies and gentlemen, after a huge stop from Marcus Hogberg on Mitch Marner, Evgeny Danilov again, he sprung loose on the breakaway. He puts it in, and the Senators win it in overtime. They come back to score 4 goals in a row, and they take down the Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto. The Ottawa Senators win 6-5 in overtime, and possibly the best game I will ever recap. The Senators win it 6-5. Evgeny Danilov, you are a beauty, and the Sens win it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a Leaf fan, wow, I don't even know how you can watch hockey after that, because your team just collapsed like in Game 7 to the Boston Bruins, ladies and gentlemen. The Senators come back to win it. Wow. Oh, wow. That was quite possibly one of the best Sens games I've ever watched. The best part of it is we just got a 4-goal comeback against the Toronto Maple Leafs, who in the second period of play, the second intermission, TSN was saying was a Stanley Cup contender. And they were saying Ottawa still needed a lot to do to improve. They did it a lot to improve during that second intermission, clearly, because in the third period, they dominated. They scored 4 goals in a row, including the overtime winner. The Sens win 6-5, and holy cow, we get to do it again on Wednesday. Wow. No Brady tonight, by the way. I don't know. He's out right now. My mom's at the pharmacy, but I'm sorry, guys. But let's put the theme song right back on. Holy cow. Evgeny Danilov, the Russians did it for us tonight. Zub makes it 5-3. Danilov, the final 2 goals. The Russians, thank you. Thank you, Russia, for that. But Ottawa, let's put that back on. Let's get to the SENS-Ottawa Star of the Night, voted by you, the fans. I'm fired up. Holy crap. Holy cow. Holy cow, baby. What a comeback. We're going to get the SENS-Ottawa Star of the Night, voted by you, the fans. Oh, by the way, Evgeny Danilov, that interview he just did post-game, Danilov's a beauty. He giggled. I love this guy, man. I love this team. Pesky Sens are back. The Pesky Sens are back. Plain and simple. All right, so the SENS-Ottawa Star of the Night, voted by you, the fans, is as follows. We got 120 votes. At 9:45 p.m., I posted it. That was 10 minutes ago. So here is your SENS-Ottawa Star of the Night, voted by you, the fans. By the way, after every single Sens game, you can participate in the poll. So the 4th star, with 0.9% of the vote, Tim Stützle. The 3rd star, with 3.4% of the vote, Marcus Hogberg, who made some big stops in the third period plus overtime. The 2nd star, with 6.9% of the vote, very nice, Artyom Zub, with that beautiful goal to make it 5-3. And then the 1st star, the SENS-Ottawa Star of the Night, with 88.8% of the vote. With the final goal in the regulation to send it to overtime, and the overtime winner, it is number 63, Evgeny Danilov. He is your SENS-Ottawa Star of the Night, ladies and gentlemen, as your Senators win it 6-5 in overtime in the Battle of Ontario, and quite possibly one of the best games in Ottawa Senators history. And now that is back-to-back games with an exciting finish for your Ottawa Senators. Who is this team, ladies and gentlemen? But, wow. I love this team. I love it. I love it. So comment below. Let me know what you think. Besides that, next Sens game is on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We get to do it again. And Brandstrom might be back for that game. Holy cow. Besides that, thank you all for watching. So be sure to comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm pretty sure I have a good idea what you're feeling. But let's get excited, ladies and gentlemen. Senators have won back-to-back games. Besides that, thank you for watching. Next Sens game is on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you then. Make sure to comment below. And, of course, be sure to like this video, share this video with your cool stuff, and click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. And, of course, turn the notification bell on so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Besides that, the Senators win 6-5 in overtime versus the Toronto Maple Leafs, and quite possibly the best game the Senators have played in quite a long time. Let's do it all again Wednesday. I'll see you guys soon. I love you. I love this team. The Pesky Sens are back. Go Sens go.